Welcome to one of the Netherlands' best-preserved historical treasures, the village of Rijp. Rijp emerged during the late Middle Ages on what was once a small island surrounded by lakes and wetlands. Long before the surrounding waters were drained, the village stood in a strategic location that gave its inhabitants direct access to fishing grounds and trade routes. The name Rijp is believed to refer to a riverbank or waterside edge. As the village grew, so did its reputation as a center for fishing, shipbuilding, and maritime trade. During the 16th and 17th centuries, herring was sometimes called the silver of the sea, and Rijp became one of the Netherlands' leading herring communities. At its peak, local ship owners controlled a significant share of North Holland's herring fleet. The village grew rapidly, and elegant houses, warehouses, and public buildings began to appear along its canals. But Rijp's ambitions stretched far beyond the North Sea. During the Dutch Golden Age, local vessels regularly joined Arctic whaling expeditions. Ships from Rijp sailed toward Spitsbergen and Greenland in search of whales, whose oil was a valuable resource for lighting and industry. The profits from whaling transformed the village into a surprisingly wealthy community. For a settlement of only a few thousand residents, Rijp had an outsized influence on maritime commerce. Then disaster struck. On the night of January 6 to 7, 1654, a devastating fire swept through Rijp. Large portions of the village were destroyed, including its church. The flames left much of the community in ruins. Yet the people of Rijp refused to give up. Thanks to wealth generated by fishing and maritime trade, the village rebuilt remarkably quickly. The rebuilt village is largely the one visitors admire today. One of Rijp's most famous sons was the engineer and mill builder Jan Leegwater. He played a major role in some of the Netherlands' most famous land reclamation projects. Ironically, the success of these polders eventually changed Rijp's relationship with the sea. As surrounding lakes disappeared, ships had to travel farther to reach open water. By the 18th century, herring fishing and whaling declined. Maritime wealth faded, and agriculture became increasingly important. The village never regained its former economic power. But that decline had an unexpected benefit. Because large-scale redevelopment never arrived, much of Rijp's historic character survived. Today, the village is recognized for its exceptional collection of historic buildings. Many streets still resemble those of the Dutch Golden Age. Every corner of the village tells a story of maritime adventure, resilience, and innovation. Rijp may be small, but its history is anything but. From herring fleets and Arctic whaling expeditions to devastating fires and world-changing engineering projects, this village played a remarkable role in Dutch history.